Hi, this is Amanda from Incorporeal Healing. I wanted to do a quick video about an article that I recently posted on my website entitled Transformation After the Gift of Narcissism. The gift of narcissism. Seriously? First things first, all empathic people have narcissists in their life. This is a fact. The higher the empathy, the higher level narcissist you will encounter. Narcissists have a very special spiritual purpose. Yes, they have a spiritual purpose. Energetically speaking, a battery will not hold a charge without a negative-positive polarity. The push-pull creates a zero-point field, or potential energy. The space created between these poles holds the potential for the optimal environment for healing, learning, and growth. You see, the narcissist needs the narcissistic supply from the empath. They feed off this. And the empath needs the confusion, anger, sadness, hopelessness, and fear. There's no better way to awaken a sleeping healer than to scare it out of them. Pushing the individual to the depths of themselves, they find themselves. All the world is a stage, says Shakespeare, and he's not wrong. We play these roles in our movies or cycles. Each lifetime a cycle, roles switch, bad guy, good guy. If you are an old soul, and you are, if you're watching this, you have undoubtedly played the villain many times before, in every way, in every possible scenario. It's just this cycle, you're the victim. Which is the first step in understanding the narcissist. There are no bad guys. It's just a play. It's just a movie, your movie. And you knew how much you had to offer and how important your mission here was. But we agree to forget. Every time we enter a new cycle, we needed to remind ourselves. So we sent a messenger, a trigger, an activator. Now, some people learn very quickly from these individuals. For some, it can take years or decades to become aware of the lessons we are to learn from our narcs. Believe it or not, narcissists are the top of the top light workers. Yes, they are light workers. They are marksmen when it comes to awakening their empaths, as narcissists usually have soul groups they are attached to, other family members. Remember, light workers are here to shine their light and raise consciousness, which is exactly what a narcissist does, by being a complete and total mirror to their empaths, expertly finding those hidden insecurities, ancient or buried traumas, and dormant DNA. They are the counter voice in your head, only to provoke your sovereign self. So, the second step, realizing what the narcissist brings up, is what indeed needs your attention, healing and acceptance. And the next words will trigger some people. Trigger warning. Be grateful for your narcissist. Be very grateful. You have selected an accelerated awakening that only a narcissist can provide. They will end up being your greatest teacher and healer. Third, know that once you are truly healed, their work here is done. I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. The narcissist ceases to be a negatively charged polarization as you become impervious to the pull. The narcissist literally pulls you to your balance point. Imagine a tug of war, except you sit very happily in the middle because you realize the mud pit was just an illusion of your own beliefs. Some important bullet points to remember when dealing with a narc. Stop trying to save them. They don't want to be saved by you. Stop trying to heal them. Stop trying to change them. Stop trying to analyze them. Stop trying to be rational with them. They have no logical arguments or explanations, therefore, nothing logical you have to say will ever make sense to them. You will never outsmart, outtalk, or outwit your narc. Even trying to sink to their level, an empath simply can't energetically lower their vibration to these depths. You will only cause yourself more pain and suffering. You are wasting your time defending yourself. Always walk away, close the door, hang up as soon as you feel their energy shift. Use the Greystone method when you have to be in contact. No contact is always best, even if the narc is a close relative. Communicate in texts or emails only. Speak in lawyer terms, as dry, drab, and professional as possible. I can't stress this enough. Be crystal clear and precise when communicating with your narc. Give them very little information, just the basics. Never ask for a favor and never expect one in return. In fact, refuse any special treatment they may offer. Protect your energy when physically around them. Sage water, crystals, affirmations. Have high vibe music playing in the background or on earbuds. Seems extreme, but it works. Create a safe head and heart space before phone calls or texts. When a new message comes in, avoid panic by having pre-selected mantras and deep breathing techniques available and ready for use. Here's a fun one. Sounds crazy. Name the narcissist's alter ego. As we all know, narcissists have a good guy, bad guy switch. Charismatic and charming with others, even with us. Even when things get bad, they can still switch to that good guy when the game is on, so to speak. But when bad guy is activated, narcs are night and day. And only the soul empath group closest to the narc will ever get to see this repulsive goblin. Give this goblin a name. I drew a picture of mine. And I envision this character every time I have to interact. They are never, ever as scary as they seem. I promise. Remember, they are only highlighting the goblins in ourselves. Narcissists are often addicts, alcoholics, or deeply traumatized people, full of dense energy, blocked chakras, and dis-ease. So, the question that you're all thinking, can narcissists ever be saved and healed? Can they ever change? Truthfully, I don't know. Because I want peace, love, and happiness for every being in existence, I hope so. I hope so. The idea that someone could live their entire life without awareness of the hurt they've inflicted on their supposed loved ones, it's hard for me to wrap my brain around. But alas, I'm an empath, as all of you that are watching. There's a reason you found this, and there's a reason you're watching it. It's because you're an empath, and you probably have a narcissist in your life. So, being an empath, we feel everything to such deep soul depths. I can't imagine what it's like to not be able to feel. A narcissist's aloofness and inability to feel is a necessary component to his or her mission. Empaths are unaware of this sensation or the disconnect these people lack with their and others' emotions. Narcissists are oblivious to being completely oblivious to empathy. Two completely different polarities pushing on each other to create space, potential energy, and growth. Now, here's an interesting caveat, and it's important to note. We are all multidimensional, so a narcissist at a 3D level is also an already ascended master in the higher realms. So while your 3D selves are stuck in this tug of war, empath versus narcissist, our 5D and up selves are in complete alignment, meaning your narc is probably your best friend at a higher level consciousness. pretty crazy, right? How can we even get upset when having this epiphany? It's like playing in the backyard with your friends from elementary school. Who's the cop? Who's the robber? We're all just playing pretend. It's just a movie. We all have our roles. So, the empath becomes enlightened. Well, what does the narcissist get out of it? Perhaps once a narcissist has awoken everyone in his or her soul group, the group is healed, meaning the narc ceases to be a mirror, ceases to acquire negative emotions. Maybe they then in turn can begin their own spiritual path. Maybe a narc ceases to be a narc for only the healed individuals but continues with others. I'm not sure. There's infinite movies playing all times, infinitely superimposing over each other with infinite perspectives. So, the need to analyze any of this is a moot point. We have to decide to stop playing the victim in our movie. Every day, every minute, every second. That's the whole point. If you don't want a villain in your movie, fire the actor. Pro tip. Always choose to play the part in a comedy. Life is funny. We're supposed to laugh at the chaos, the craziness, and the "can you believe this is even happening" moments. Now, I can't speak from a narcissist's perspective because I'm not currently playing one in this movie, my movie. But I for sure understand how it feels and affects the empath. And I for sure understand how to transform and shift to a version of yourself that doesn't need the narcissist anymore. The pain and suffering doesn't need to last a lifetime. You can fire your narc at any time by simply finally accepting to learn from the lessons they are here to teach you. You are not alone. Every empath on earth has a narcissist or many in their life. We can unite with our experiences and learn how to heal from each other. For more information on the gift of narcissism, shoot me an email on my contact page. I'll be more than happy to connect with you and share my experience. Thank you. Much love.